Respected friends, welcome all. Let's celebrate life with our study of the Shastras at this level. As we become deeper in the understanding of the Shastras, our celebration will be in doing more and more deep sadhanas. Even now, also, we can try if you have already understood or while understanding also. But more is this joy that I am getting an opportunity to study Shastra. I am able to study the Shastra. That has to be consciously maintained. Need not be expressed outside as laughter or anything, but deep in the core of our heart, we can feel. Ki, I don't know how many hundreds of lives have traveled through, to reach to this point of having this antakarana which is cooperating with me for the study of Shastra. We don't know how many trials, errors, struggles, ups and downs we might have gone through. The result of all of that is today we are a little better placed in our antakarana, pinpointedly readiness to study Shastra. If the understanding also is happening, conviction also is happening, remembrance is happening, inspiration is happening to do sadhana, and we have taken up it initiative, and without stop we are continuing. All of that are the next levels of evolution, isn't it? So let's celebrate this our spiritual endeavor. हर एक पड़ाव पर हम रुके, झूमे, नाचे, गाएं, आनंदित हुए और thank the divine in all forms who have enabled us to reach to this place. With that gratitude, again move ahead, move ahead. Life has to be this way, made, trained. Our life is what we make it, huh? With our understandings, convictions, practices. We make our life absolutely worldly negative also. We can, so too we can make it absolutely divine, positive also. Here we are, blessed to study the great Yoga Vaashishtha, Maharamayana Shastra, and the third Utpatthi Prakaranam Leelopakhyanam. A few more sargas are there. We are seeing it from last 20, 30 sargas, bigger than Bhagavad Gita. And so many topics are covered. Chappanma, 56th sarga, we are seeing it. Here, Marana Shaya Anantara Avastha Varnanam. In that, how this Jiva Kala, that individual Jiva who left this body, the body was Raja Viduratha, moving ahead, that we are seeing. From that, what is going to happen to us after our death, that is an idea we are getting, a clear picture. Then, keeping that in mind, we can mold ourselves now with the time that's available, with the opportunities, resources that are available. So, in the story part, the context, Leela and Saraswati are following that Jiva. He reached to Yamaloka, and the most beautiful thing, Yamaraja straightway says, not even one Ashubha karma in his life. He was always Avadatanam Sadhu Karmanam Karta. And he was trained well, blessed well, guided well by Mother Saraswati herself. He nurtured himself through her grace. She is nurturing him, guiding him, protecting him. So life may know one Guru and Ishtadevata. If they are appointed by us and we get their blessings and guidances to get molded, बहुत बात बन जाता है. Without them, with our own efforts and abilities and variety of impurities and inclinations, the path is difficult and tough and painful also, and not sure and certain. But when the Guru and God are there, sure, certain, and they make it easy by guiding us, protecting us, etc. Okay, then he will be released from there like the Yantra Upala. He now moves in the Akasha towards this Padma Raja's Sharira. Towards. That's being told now. In the meantime, Sri Rama asks about that after leaving Sharira, after that Marana Murcha, which was for a Muhurta Kala only for him, for a Mahapapis it is for more than 1 year in all, he got an Ativahika Deha in which he was taken to Yamaloka. How did he get that Sharira? Is because of the Pinda Pradhana done by those who left behind. Now Rama's inquiry about. And a beautiful question answers. If the Pinda Pradhana is not done by others, so will he not get a Deha to stay in and to be carried by these Yamadutas? What is the case there about? That's one very crucial question that is discussed now. And thereafter, some more very important queries Rama asks while answering them. Vaashishthaji for us also gives lot of knowledge information. See, before we started studying Yoga Vasishtha, though we are studying Gita Upanishads, about these beyond death, what happens, those things were very vaguely known to us. Now, to a good extent, the picture is becoming clear. Right from how we leave the Sharira, how this Marana Murcha, in which path we are taken to Yamaloka, how all our deeds of this Sharira and earlier pending ones are taken into scrutiny. Accordingly, we are sent to the Yatana Loka or Bhoga Loka. Then how we again through the rains and earth and seeds, what we call Aushadi, enter into again Father and through that to Mother, and then we are thrown onto this earth. ये सारे कितना clear we are taught. More than that, more subtler than that, who is this Jiva? It's only a phenomena. In Ahankara having bundle of vasanas, memories, and bundle of upadhi tadatmyas and habits, that's it. He is never ever anywhere real. And what is reality finally is only one, Chidakash. And our goal is to release ourselves from all these Aupadhika Tadatma Yukta Jiva Bhava and re-identify with our essential self. While being a Jiva also, we are that only even now. We are even now that only. But our ignorance and delusion is not allowing us to realize our essential self. So the delusion is removed, ignorance is removed by the jnana and other sadhanas. Then we are back to our identity. And in our real essential identity, the self, there is no samsara. And in our projected self identity of Jiva Bhava, there is no moksha, there is only bandhana, which we are going through. Various ragas, dveshas, sukhas, dukkhas, bhaya, ये सारा मिलकर झमेला ही तो है. Where are we peaceful? Where are we at rest and happy? Even nidra में भी स्वप्न आते रहते हैं. And never nidra also we have satisfactorily. कभी प्रॉपर होता नहीं, कभी होता है लेकिन सफिशिएंट नहीं होता है, और कभी ज्यादा सोते तो डर लेते हैं, अरे आज तो ज्यादा ही सो गया मैं. इवन इन निद्रा सुख देयर इज नो नाम. ओनली in aham brahmasmi all limitations go away. Aham chidakashosmi. That keep on strengthening this knowledge day by day. One day we start doing sadhana, one day whichever it the time we even reach to that level. इस भरोसे से ही वेदांत का अध्ययन साधना होता ही रहता है. छोड़ना नहीं कभी. Whoever are empowering us, inspiring us, giving us knowledge, whichever the Shastras, never leave them. They are the only protectors. Okay? Let us see for some time today. Om, Om, Om. ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सवीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम श्री राम राम रामे रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने. ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यमेवलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रुति स्मृति पुराणे इतिहास संत वाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यत सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतु क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तस्य मे विभुः यो विभात्यो भासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमधुरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदम्। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स सदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनव्रतं मोहपङ्क्त्यै निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरविकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। योगवास महारामायण शास्त्रं तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणे लीलोपाख्याने वर्णशयनानंतर अवस्थावर्णन नाम षट्पंचाशत्तमः सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। तो देखेंगे हम तो पहुंचे कहाँ तक हो। हाँ, 25वां देखा हमने कि ये टॉपिक थोड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट था। भ्रांति मात्रम असंख्येयम जगत जीव कणोदरे। इन दैट जीव कण उदरा जीव चित्त असंख्येय भ्रांति मात्र जगत जार्देर वटधाना तरुमिवा स्थितम। Like in that bija, in future whatever the tree is going bija is going to be, all of them are within that bija. Kovana pashyati, so that seed knows. As the atmosphere is given to it, conducive atmosphere, it starts opening up. So too, that jiva has God within him. All these samskaras and the projected worlds. So he knows them. This is the answer to Sri Rama's question as to how he traced back to is that loka and that sharira. Whereas there are Antakoti Brahmandas are there. In case of his wife Leela, she was guided by her daughter who already has seen and she is a yogini. Who has guided him? This jiva, the jiva kala. Answer is nobody guided, nobody need to guide. He has within himself those samskaras, kalas he goes. A particular special case regarding this jiva kala is what? In fact, he natively belongs to that sharira only, Padma. That prarabdha is not completely over. In between some baliya prarabdha was there. Therefore, he left that sharira and played here the play of the Viduratha Raja. You know, the amount of years he lived here, the experiences gone through, they're all immaterial. But that was his prarabdha baliya, other one, which he had to go through, having left that body in between. Uska prarabdha khatam nahi hua. So there were his inner vasanas, his inner association with that sharira took him towards that. And he came from there only. No, he will go back. So in this way, Vatadhana Tarumivasthitam Kovana Pashati Yatha Jivavat Yatha Jivad Vabuhu. Jivad Bahu means living seed. Bijam Ankuram Hrudi Pashyati. It knows the bijam and it knows the ankura, etc. within it. Svabhava bhutam chidanuhu. That chidanu also, that chida jiva kala. So chidanu means the jiva kala, the jiva, the individuality. Svabhava bhutam jiva chidanu trailokya nichayam tatha. So heat, whatever it has got in it inherently, the vasana, the impressions, the projected words, ये सारा उसको जानकारी है. इसलिए that your question as to how he has gone back to the same Sharira, that stands answered. Okay, same loka. Example is given. Naro yathaika deshastaha. One place staying the Nara. Dura deha desha stitam. That which is there in the far off desha. Sampashyate. Sees what? Nidhanam swam. His own treasure. Manasa anaratam sada. In his mind he knows where he has kept that treasure. It may be some 1,000 kilometers, 2,000 kilometers ka bhi. So you go to US, which is 3-4 thousand kilometers from here or more than that, 6,000-8,000, वहां रहकर भी पता है ना कि यहाँ तिजोरी में आपने यहाँ पैसे छिपा के रखा. So desha and kala won't matter. That special facility is there in the jiva to see all of them and also identify with whatever is predominant. है ना? Here is that तथा स्ववासनाम तस्तम अभीष्टम परिपश्यति. Within his own vasanas, what is there, that jiva automatically knows. Jivo jati shatadhyopi. This is interesting. है ना? भ्रमे परिगतोपि सन. Jati shatadhya means hundreds and thousands of varieties of samskaras, vasanas he may be having inside. So to भ्रमे परिगतोपि सन, in desha kala, in different sharira yoni, he may be going. But that jiva, whatever samskaras he has got, he is the owner of them as per the requirement in the maturity of time. He knows them. है ना? Like in our one day schedule, we early morning or night in the plan what to do that day. So according to the knowledge in us, don't we do at that particular time those things? How many things are there in it? But फिर भी हमको याद रहता है, करते है ना? इस क्लास को आना है, भोजन करना है. तो that what are all of them actions? Are they not our own well planned samskaras within us? But are we not executing? कोई कोई लोग तो 6-6 महीने पूरा पहले इटिनरी बनाते हैं. 3-3 साल पहले उनका सारा बन जाता है प्रोग्राम. एंड एग्जैक्टली लाइक दैट इट हैपेंस. बिग बिग कंपनीज और मिनिस्टर, उनका तो एजेंडा 2 साल पहले बनता है. इटिनरी इटिनरी जो भी कहते हो. इन द सेम वे you and I have within us from many lives earned vasanas, samskaras, and earned karma phalas. Karmas are done, that phalas have to come to us. So the phaladata is Yamaraja, who is appointed by Narayana only or Ishvara only. Accordingly, karma phala ke anusar we go there. But the vasanas, again, they guide us in desiring and doing the various things. So this is how your question as to how that Jiva Kada from this Brahmanda ejecting out among Ananta Koti Brahmandas, exactly the Brahmanda in which his Padmasharya is there, he has traced this is the way. That you see in the cows and all also. There are 200 cows. There are 200 cows. All cows know which is their calf. Calves also know. वो अपने ही माँ के आ जाते. In everyday school also you see na, the small useless children school में घंटी बजते हैं, बाहर आ जाते हैं, feeling that they are released from the jail, and the teachers are more happy. इस राक्षस से आज मेरा छुटकारा हो गया. Then when they come out, all those mistaken creators, the mother's father, they come. पहचानते हैं कि नहीं कि that stupid alone is my son, he nobody can be. And they go. होता है ना ट्रेसिंग. इट इज इन देयर संस्कार की. एंड द चिल्ड्रन आल्सो, मम्मी आज तुम छोड़, मैं और दूसरे मम्मी के जाऊंगी जाऊंगा, ऐसा नहीं कहते हो. द ओनली फेलो हु कैन जेलो मी, दे कम देयर. दिस इज व्हाट इज जीवः जाति शताढ्योपि. जाति शताढ्य मीन्स variety of vasanas. Brahme parigatopi means in different shariras, different lokas, he is wandering. Still he remembers. He has got data in him. That is not lost. These are the various examples given. Now that Pinda Sambandhi Prashna, Ramji asking, or Vasishtha answering. Let's see. Sri Rama Uvacha. Sri Ramji says, Bhagavan, O Lord, Pindadanadi Vasana Rahita Akrutihi Kidruka Sampadyate Jivaha Pindo Yasmai Nadiyate. Hey Bhagavan, Yasmai, to that Jiva Kala who left the body, Pindahana diyate, if his people behind, left behind people, if they have not given the Pinda Pradhana to him, then Pinda Danadi Vasana Rahita Akruti. You know, that Jiva who left, he is not given Pinda Dana because the people have not done it. Kidruk Sampadyate Akruti. That Akruti, the Akara, Sharira, how did he get? How will he get it? Because the people have not done. Because so many jivas are dying, पशु पक्षी आर डाइंग, स्पेशली ह्यूमन. कोई उनको याद करके पिंडदान करते हैं क्या? इन सनातन धर्म वी हैव दोज रूल्स. अदर प्लेसेस दे डोंट हैव. व्हाट टू डू? सो द क्वेश्चन इज पिंडदानादि वासना रहित आकृति कीदृक् संपद्यते जीवा. So the jiva has to get a adivahika deha in which he will be taken to Yamaloka. And that deha you said depends on the pinda pradhana done by the related people. So if they have not done, यस्मै नदीयते पिंडः, जिसको अगर नहीं मिला तो because somebody died where people are waiting कि अभी आएगा करके, long back he died. So भगवान पिंडदानादि वासना रहित आकृति कीदृक् संपद्यते जीवः पिंडो यस्मै न दीयते. How will that jiva who left the body gets that required ativahika deha if he is not given pindadana? My doubt. You said he will get a sharira as per his pindadana. Like he was in Marana Murcha for a very few moments. Immediately when he woke up, that Ativahika Sharira was ready, he entered into it. This particular Raja. What about the others to whom that Pinda Pradhana is not done? Very good discussion here. Shri Vaashishtha Uvacha. Vaashishtha is answer. Then Pindotha Dhiyate Mava. Whether the Pinda is given or not given, Pindo Datto Mayeti Chet. Either the people who say कि we have given vocally, मन में सोचे वो, and the one the jiva also feels कि I am given. Even that bhavana, that thought is enough. This is sufficient for one to get the ativahika deha. And to explain it, what 2-3 thoughts are told is very good. First point is पिंडः थ दीयते मा वा. अगर दिया गया हो ना दिया गया हो, पिंडो दत्तो मया इति चेत. If the giver thinks that, or the one to give thinks that I have given, or even that jiva thinks that it is given to me, अगर वो ऐसा सोचता है तो वासना हृदय समरूढ़ा, that particular vasana or chitta samskara, if it is deeply there in the heart, that pinda phala bhag naraha. So that pinda ka phala, getting that ativahika deha, for carrying him to that yamaloka, that he will get it. This is the point. So I am given if he thinks that is enough. Even the thing people think, अगर वो कहे भी यार इनको देना है करके, that thought itself is enough that he receives it. Why is it so? Because all grass is nothing but chitta grassified only, no? Therefore, if the chitta sankalpa is done, then the grass will automatically come. And in the next loka, it will be told, even if it is given, but the sankalpa nahi hai isko dene wale ko bhi lene wale ko, it is as good as not given only, because chitta sankalpa is not there. That's what he says. Yat chittam tanmayo jantuhu bhavati ityanubhutayaha iti anubhutayaha. How many of the experiences we had that yat chittaha vapu tanmaya bhavati, jantu tanmaya bhavati. The jantu, the jiva, whatever the chitta he got, thoughts he has got, projections he has got, he becomes that, he gets that. Like I wanted to become doctor, I became. And I wanted to get that chamber, I got it. So therefore, yat chittam tanmayah jantu bhavati iti anubhutayah. This is the experience of all beings. Whatever is chitta sankalpa, that he becomes and gets. And sadeheshu videheshu na bhavati anyatha kvachit. When he is in the deha, this is the rule. That whatever the chitta sankalpa he has got, he gets it or he becomes that. Videheshu, even after leaving the sharira also, na bhavati anyatha kvachit, the rule doesn't change. The same rule continues. Therefore, after leaving the sharira, if the jiva thinks sapindo smiti samvitya, he thinks that I am sapindaha, I am given the pinda, then samvitya nishpindopi sapindavan. Even if the pradhana is not done by the people here, still uska result unko mil jata hai. And the opposite of it is equally funny. Ki nishpindosmiti samvitya. If it is samvit or chitta sankalpa is, yaar wo log mere ko itna hate karte the, I think they have not given me the pinda pradhana. If that jiva kala who left that sharira, if he imagines like that, sapindo pindavan, even though he is given actually the pinda pradhan, but he won't get the result of that, because in the chitta the thought is opposite. नहीं दिया बट थॉट है तो एज गुड एज दिया, दिया है बट थॉट नहीं है तो एज गुड एज नॉट गिवन. Therefore, it is all in the chitta only. This leads us to the next very important powerful thought, which has come many a times, which is a crucial central point of Vedanta. Therefore, yatha bhavanam etesham padarthanam hi satyata. So, etesham padarthanam hi satyata yatha bhavanam. All these sthula padarthas, their projection, their sustenance, all of them are is yatha bhavana. As our sankalpa, as our chitta vritti. Yatha bhavanam etesham padarthanam is satyata. Here ho, hereafter ho, the chitta only grossifies to become that object. है ना? भावना च पदार्थेभ्यः कारणेभ्यः उदेति. So our various padarthas, the bhavanas, again happen with some karana. This leads to another Mandukya level of discussion. कि first यहाँ तो देख लो कि whether given or not, if he thinks I am given, he gets the result of that Pinda Pradhana called as the Ativahika Deha. In that he will go for. Even if not given, if he thinks, because bhavana is, if others are given, but if he thinks that they might have not given me, he is a sapindya, but still he will be apinda only. Napindavan. Yata bhavanam etesham padarthanam is satyata. Etesham padarthanam satyata yata bhavanam hi. The whole world is nothing but the grossification of chitta. Bhavana cha padarthebhyah karanebhyah udetihi. And then where from that bhavana comes on, the karana should be there behind that. Right? In this way, yatha vasanaya jantoho, and before that, one thing is told here, bhavana cha padarthebhyah karanebhyah bhavanti hi. Therefore, from the padartha, again the bhavana happens. He has to be tuned to that. It's a very typical, peculiar thing. Listen carefully. First cause, have they given the Pinda Pradhana? Not given. But did they do the bhavana? Not done. So Pinda Pradhana nahi kiya, bhavana bhi nahi kiya. Therefore, from their side, is it given or not? Not given. In fact, the Pinda Pradhana done by the people who left behind gives punya to them. It is their purushartha, so as per Shastra. And then their sankalpa reaches to them, the one to whom they have given. Even if it is not given, the one who left the Sharira, that Jivakada, if he thinks, he get the result of it. Point 1. Point 2 is what? The sthula padarthas, what they offer in Pinda Pradhana, they become Sukshma Vasana, and that again gets manifested as the required Ativahika Deha to that Jiva. Point 2. Point 3 is what? The Bhavana became Padartha, and the Padartha becomes Bhavana. So they gave Padartha, it became Bhavana. That Bhavana gets again encashed as per the requirement of that person's Sharira. So this is how this setup is made there. They exchange value. Matlab, I put Indian rupees here, so there in Japan I get the yens there. So to the Japanese coming to India, puts the yens there, the Indian currency comes to him. So to the left behind people, either give it sthula rupena, that becomes the bhavana, that gets translated into padartha to him. Sthula rupena given, then unko punya milta hai. नहीं दिया तो पुण्य नहीं मिलता. Even the thought they express, so that also is a bhavana, no, that reaches to him. Then he gets encashed it. He gets its encashment in the form of that sharir from their side. That is how the setup is made. From his own side, even when they have given, if he says they have not given to me, he won't get. Then as a preta only थोड़ा घूमता रहेगा वो, जब तक उनका भावना हो जाए कि दिए गए होंगे करके. If not given, yet if he considers कि I am given, then he gets the Ativahika. So from this, one thing we have to do is what? All our elders, ancestors, especially the parents, the siblings, etc., do the regular Pinda Pradha. So that wherever they are, it gets encashed to them. It's a minimum gratitude. Other Puranas, so much exhaustively they talk. Do this at the same time, no compromise with our Vedantic Jnanam Aham Brahmas. ये भी चलता रहेगा. And when the Aham Brahmasmi starts becoming Druda, I myself am not Jiva, then all these duties I transcend. मैं खुद ही जीव नहीं हूं ना. So therefore मुझे इन सारे आवश्यकताएं नहीं रहते हैं ये सब करने का. So this is how what is said in other Purana Itihasa, here also through Vasishthaji's Mukha we are listening because he knows how the Srishti is run, how the Ishvara has made the plans. In this way, Yatha Vasanaya, example, Yatha Vasanaya Jantoho Vishamapi Amrutayate Asatyah Satyatameti Padartho Bhavanat Tatha. This is what. Yatha Vasanaya Jantoho Vishamapi Amrutayate. Means he is consumed Visha knowingly or unknowingly. But he has done the Bhavana so strongly it has become a Vasana. That is through the Garuda mantra Ucharana. So if he has done the bhavana of the Garuda Bhagavan in himself, so peculiar it is that mantra Shakti say that Visha which he has taken, instead of killing him, it becomes Amrita. That is how the people give the mantra to which the poison is neutralized. It is the other way around also. Somebody has taken Amrita or the Dudhu, but if he has a bhavana is of a terrible cobra poisonous, ऐसा वाला उसका वृत्ति है, so that poison also, that Amrita also becomes poison to him and he gets killed. So why all these examples are said? To say that the world is nothing but grassified Chitta Sankalpa only. Why? These are also explained. Ki, which Sharira is getting and having gone to Yamaloka as per his life lived, which Loka again, which Shariras he will be given. All of that depends on this Jiva has his own Chitta Vritti. Yamaraj also only a facilitator. He is not the one has any choice. He is also given the book of rules, regulations as to of which karma, punya, papa, what result is to given to which Jiva. He also doesn't take it for granted. So in this way, we have come to one point. Yatha vasanaya jantoho vishamapi amrutayate. Same way asatya satyatameti. So asatya is visha, satyatameti. Really it will appear also if you do the bhavana. Padartho bhavanat. तथा भावना का शक्ति होना चाहिए वहां पर. Then the next level may, even that bhavana also should have a karana. Karanena vinodeti na kadachana kasyachitu. So kasyachit kadachana na udeti vina karanena. So without the cause, nothing gets affected, manifested. Therefore, bhavana kachidapino iti nishchayavan bhava. Then karanena vina karyam amaha pralayam kvachito na dushtam na shrutam kinchito swayam tvekodayadrute. Aha, this is a very powerful discussion here. Of these two mantras, the 32, 33, what he says, ki without the bhavana, which is a karana, no padartha can be seen or expressed. That means what? Whichever the padartha one is seeing, it is preceded by is very, very powerful bhavana. If that bhavana is not there, the padartha cannot be there. This is the relation between padartha and bhavana. Now, if the karana called as bhavana, if itself is asatya, then the padartha is asatya. And if the karana is satya, the padartha will be satya. Finally, it's a bhavana, not a reality. Therefore, the bhavana itself being a bhavana, क्योंकि उसीलिए इसको भावना कहते हैं ना, सत्य नहीं कह रहे उसको. Therefore, bhavana kalpita, all padarthas also are asatya. Hare? So all padarthas are asatya. Yeah, why? Because the cause of them, the bhavana is asatya. Hare, why? So asatya. So what is satya? Only one Paramatma Tattva Shuddha Brahma. That alone is the reality. Hey Rama, in this way, you be firm in your understanding. Your job is not to get lost in the bhavana and bhavana prakatya of the stulata. Your job is to go beyond all these manobhavanas, manokalpanas, chitta bhavanas, chitta kalpanas. Even chitta itself is maya kalpita. What is there ultimately is adhisthana Brahman only. Wow. This, if it clicks one day to us, no, as a result of our regular study of Shastras, once that's convinced, then we start actually in practice, start rejecting the kalpita jagat. Go towards the reality. That's a totally different freedom we experience. Different joy it is. Even a little thought that, yeah, this snake was never there, I thought it is there. Only rope is. With that minimum realization, only all the fear has gone. So to intellectual understanding, thoda bhi mil raha hai humko, कि everything is nothing but bhavana. With that understanding also, the undue value given goes away. That value when it goes away, there's no problem in this. World will have a problem if it's world is real. है ना, सपना का समस्या तब सत्य होता है. अगर सपना सत्य है तो सपना ही सपना है, तो उसमें प्रॉब्लम कैसा सत्य. हाँ, if you consider it as a real, problem is real. So to for a jnani, for a tattvajnani who has completed his journey of Siddhanta Jnana Spashtata, Sadhana and Anubhuti, there's no problem in Jagat because there's no Jagat. मस्त है कि नहीं? I am, everything is Brahman, I am Brahman, it is imperishable, immutable. On that what is projected? It is projected. Why you worry about projected? Like with all the background musics and scenes, whatever is happening on that screen, the whole cinema is projected only, na? उसमें कोई हीरो जिए मरे जीते हारे क्या फर्क पड़ता है, सब प्रोजेक्शन है. That knowledge is the one which liberates us. That is the meaning of Satya Satya Jnana, Nitya Nitya Jnana, and Atma Anatma Jnana, Shashrata Shashrata Jnana. Satya Nitya Atma and Shastra is only Brahman. Anything other than that is Asatya Anitya Shashrata Anatma. This knowledge is not found in us. Therefore, we have projected world and we have rejected the self, Maham Brahma Nirakuryam, and we are caught up in what we have projected. May this knowledge with all clarity come to us very soon. Om Purnamada Ajitna Kafi. So Karanena Vina Karyam Amaha Pralayam Kvachit Na Dushtam Na Shrutam Kinchit. Right from Srishti to the Pranaya, there is never a Karya seen without Karana. So for all the Karya, the Karana is Bhavana. It is Bhavana and not Satya. Therefore, the Karana Bhavana is a Satya, The Karya Jagat also asatya. If everything is asatya, what is satya? Satyam is only one. Swayam to ekodayad rate. That one without second. Chidakasha reality hai. उसके अलावा बाकी सब बकवास. So चिदेव वासना सा एव दत्ते स्वप्न एव अर्थताम कार्य कारणताम याति सा एव आगति एव तिष्ठ. It's a pure consciousness with its own power through the medium of bhavana projects the world, rejecting all of that. Again, the Brahman remains in itself. From this topic, we will do some more discussions. Sri Ramji asks questions, Vasishthaji answers. Let us that way celebrate studying these Shastras. Thank you. Om Purnamadaha. Om Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Dhanyavad.